Hello, welcome back. I believe I've finished most of the medium puzzles. I have just a couple more to go. Number 26 is called Lunar Base Takeoff. Launch the rocket off the top of the screen. And this is right. Only 5 more to go of those, then I'll be on to the hard puzzles. Okay. Nothing is happening currently except that balloon is going downward. How strange. Okay, so this red laser is not really aimed there. I could do this to re-aim it if I wanted to. So that's one way. Other way would be 2 mirrors, I guess. Not like that actually is doing anything though. Launch the rocket off the top of the screen. So here's a gun. Looks like it wants this. Okay. So that'll pull the trigger. If that's done, then it should launch that. Okay, sure. So that's the last step, so I need to rotate that. Working backward. Okay, so presumably, it looks like it's designed to do that. With one of these. Alright, now if I were to anti-gravity that balloon... It was going down. What's it going to do? That does pull it up and do that, because, like, the gravity is... reversed here or something? Or there's no atmosphere, so the balloon, instead of rising to the top of it, just goes down because it has a little bit of weight to it, I guess. Okay. So... so I can move this. Only a little bit, though. Does it go farther if this keeps going? Yes, it does. Okay. So that could certainly turn on the lava lamp, which will do this, and then I want to do that so that that powers up, and I think that's all I need. Everything else is unnecessary. So that's actually not for direct ignition, but to knock this around. Okay, there we go. Works for me. Huh. Lasers stay, but those elements disappear for some reason. Flight through the Alps, where the sky is purple. Okay, balloon off top of the screen. This balloon, I guess. So who does what? Balls fall, baseball rolls, football falls off. Okay. So, ignition. Ignition can be done with a laser. Snips. Snips will be activated by... I don't know what yet. Maybe this pinball that comes out of there. Maybe the bowling ball, if that goes that direction. Okay, so... I need light here. I definitely need light there. This can provide that. Okay, what can connect to it? Nothing. I have no rope available, so there's no way that placing this lava lamp could help me that way. So, let's start with this. What can I accomplish here? Certainly not much that way. What are you... Oh, wait. Well, no. So I have no source of... Oh, wait, hang on. Flashlight. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Now, it sure would be nice... Aha, here's what I can do. This can light that. And when that shoots... Wait, that needs... Okay, so that would need to be switched on. Okay. Don't know what any of this stuff is for. I could probably... Let's try some alternate solutions. If I were to do this, where would that end up? There. Not helpful. Like, this is not actually accomplishing anything. The baseball's doing all the work on its own. All I need to do is to have something hit these snips, really. Okay, well, could I have the... Okay, so either the soccer ball or this thing, maybe... Alright, so baseball. What if I did this? That could be the start of something. Here, you act as a barrier. Well, I can make that work. It doesn't turn on the flashlight now as part of the problem, though. So that does need to happen somehow. There's kind of a lot to this. How does the soccer ball bounce? Not usefully. And that still misses this. Well, this is fairly involved. That bounces differently, of course. I have this thing. How do I both hit that flashlight and also... Wait a second. So that does affect... Okay, so sure, you be a barrier then. Let the baseball follow the path of... Sure. You end up there. That's a start. Okay, I know this is getting a bit silly. But that is the nature of this game. It's a silly game. Hey! That, okay. Interesting. So that's my problem now. Alright, so how exactly did that baseball bounce? How can I affect that? Like this? That's no good. Closer? Well, you know, if I just turned that around, I couldn't fit it in there, could I? Well, maybe like this. Let's see what that does. Is hitting the side of the snips? No, it doesn't. Okay. Wow. I'm not sure I have understood the overall approach to this puzzle that I need to be using. Because, like, everything's kind of going wrong. That just makes it over there. Like, it needs... I can't block the hot air balloon. That was the problem with putting that there. Like, I'm trying to... If I find a spot like that... Actually... Okay. Let's try this. Just using my things as obstacles. Okay, so that does not roll that way. Here, be an obstacle like that. I might also use the bike pump for that. Yeah, I can make this work. Something like that. I'm going to be very interested to see the intended solution to this, because this is going all wrong. Just touch the things. So that's lit. Should be able to get out of there unobstructed, despite the... Okay, okay, okay. How the heck else was I supposed to do that? What do you do? Oh, the bowling ball is supposed to do that, and that. And then the pinball lights the... Okay, well... Alright, well, that's a lot cleaner. I did not understand that solution. Soccer shocker. Soccer ball into the wooden crate. This here? Oh. Okay. That's gonna take some effort. Alright, so... It would be nice if you were to light... I don't think... Yeah, nothing makes it that far up. Could I... Here's a question. Can a boxing glove act on... What's this object called? Flint and tinder. Can a boxing glove act on flint and tinder? Ren? It can? Okay. So I lit that. What good does that do me? How is this... What's going to act on this? That's a steel cable, so perhaps... Can it be snipped by a blimp? It can. And then that could snip this. Okay. And then that could do what? Maybe this? How's that sound? Well, that did not do what I expected it to do. Where could I place this? Why did the balloon do that? Because the bucket slid over that way. Okay, well I can avoid that. Okay. This should at least move the soccer ball. Okay. That's a start. So... dealing with these things is kind of annoying. I need a... I have an alligator. I'll bet that alligator is supposed to go... Well, no, it doesn't fit there. What's the pool ball for? What's this for? Is this supposed to be the thing that does that? I mean, the blimp can do it. I don't know what I could do with an alligator. Okay. Alright, so presumably I want something like this here. Something like... I know that. Just use that as a wall. And then accelerate upward. How's that sound? Can I make that work? I don't know if that'll be enough acceleration, or if it'll ever find its way in there. No. Seems not. I could do... Hey, here's an idea. If that funnels in there, then it'll come out of here without too much horizontal momentum and should probably bounce upward a little easier. Yeah, okay, that should make it in there. Eventually. Maybe. That's gonna be hard to do, actually. Let's see. Could I... What else could I do? I could move this, like, down there so it'd be more likely to be able to get in. The soccer ball is awfully wide to fit into that little space from this kind of chaos, though. So it'd be better if I could go... Oh, there we go. It did make it, but didn't go much of anywhere. Okay. So, what about... That's not gonna work. I can't... Okay, well this is a little hard to manage. Can the alligator fit there? Not exactly. I mean, it acts as a platform. I don't like having to funnel this in there that way. What are you for? I don't get the purpose of the alligator, and I don't like bouncing the soccer ball up there. Could I maybe... What about this sort of thing? I mean, that's in the wrong place. But how do you bounce exactly? If I could just use the alligator to bounce the ball up here... Because, I mean, he does that. It might be more predictable in the springboard. Yeah, that's a start, but it's no good. No, I don't like where this is going. Okay, so let me just reset everything. Can I take a different approach entirely? So what's this baseball for? Could I go this way? Unlikely. It is definitely crafted much better for going up above here and rolling in there. Probably with one of these. My problem is getting up this shaft. Like, sure, this is here, but I don't like this. Anti-gravity would work better. I could... I mean, maybe part of the problem was my barrier. Like, I could use that as a barrier. So let's set this up again the way it was. Blimp snips cable. Bucket snips rope. Balloon. How about if I were to... that balloon won't go there, will it? No, not exactly. Okay, so it needs to be the pool cue for that. Like, this object, the only things it could do here... Well, it could pop one of those balloons, but, like, what good would that do? Man, this is pretty hard, actually. I need the pipes... I need to get this into this pipe. But I need to funnel it in better. Like, I want... Oh, hey! What about... What if I didn't try to go up that shaft and instead went like this? Here we go, here's something. Maybe this could work. Alright. Would it be easier to get in horizontally? I'm probably gonna have to... Like, with that springboard there... That seems kind of unlikely. What if I... Okay, so can I use the alligator to just let it roll in gracefully? Maybe. Let's make sure. That doesn't make sure. Okay, so... Man, this is such a mess. But I sure don't see the cleaner way to do it. See, I think the alligator's tail is sloped, so something like this won't work. Well, I gotta get rid of that first. Something like this won't work because the ball will be too low, right? Also, he keeps snapping at it. Man! This is rough. No. Okay, not like that. I don't see how I could involve this springboard. Like, that springboard is just not my friend. It needs to get up in here. So what about... I guess I might as well try this. What about rolling like that? Will that somehow happen to work? Not quite. Like, that's fairly specific. Wait a minute. Well, no. No. Man! What about this? Maybe I'm onto something with this. Because as that springs over, it does it kind of gently, but then it goes back. Okay, so... Wow. Even if that got in, it would just hit the wall there and not work. Man. So just show me one more time. What happens naturally here? Could I affect it with... Wow. Wow. Am I using the wrong tool here? Let's try this. Like, this is pretty luck-based. Like, I'm still trying to fit a soccer ball into just a tiny little narrow thing, and that actually worked. Okay. Okay. Well, does the rest of this work? Like, I'll take any solution that works at all at this point. Ah, it didn't make it. Why didn't you make it? Wait, what happened there? It went in here, then just fell back out because it couldn't... Oh, right. Okay, well, maybe I could solve that problem like this, and then... see, now that's going to hit that corner, bounce up there, and not do anything of worth. Yeah. And if I do this, then it'll just hit this slope, and I want it to be rolling instead of just bounce straight up and then roll back down, because that's what it's going to do if I do this. Uh-huh. That's exactly what it does. Wow. I just don't get it. I guess I could go to another puzzle. Man, at the end of these are getting, like, really super hard. Okay, so... is it a mistake to be thinking that it absolutely has to go this way? Is there some way I could get it over here? Like, that's a long way to go in tight quarters without a lot of upward movement options available, so no. I think it does need to be this kind of thing. So what about if... can I use something else? No. Why is this tennis ball here? What's it supposed to do? What job could you possibly have? I do have a magnifying glass to light this thing, but like I feel like that thing's only job is just to hit that. The blimp can do it just fine, so I don't need any of these elements over here. Just okay. I'm gonna go back to the idea of building a barricade here with just whatever junk I can place there. I just need the soccer ball to happen to bounce. Well, sure, maybe I actually do this. I could try that. I don't think the balloon will actually hit that from that angle, but maybe it will. It did. That has some promise. Some. Okay, so what else can I use for my junk barricade? Is that... I would like to keep that slanted that way. I don't think I can really specifically do that, though. Okay. Okay, I think that would totally have gone into an appropriately placed one of these. Now, it's still going to bounce straight up here. Alright, that affected the way it bounced in a way I didn't like. I need to put you up one, which limits my options up here. Huh. Man, that blimp. I need to place this thing just to get it to shut up. Is that thing doing any good? Here, you just... shh. Be quiet. So flashlight is my barricade. Blimp is quiet. Oh, but it needs to do that first. Okay, fine. Man. I don't like the springboard here. Like, this is just causing me all kinds of problems. Okay, well, I got it there. And I guess the implication was would be that I would then want to do this and this. So maybe that'll work. It's worth a try. I do have another elbow pipe, though. So what could that possibly have been intended to be used for? Alright, that gets in, it does that, it bounces there. If I could just, like, gently roll along this just a little bit or something. Ugh. I hope there's a cleaner solution to this, because I do not like the way that this one is going. That didn't affect anything. I can't put it too high up. I can't put it too low down. I guess I could put this a little higher. Alright. Way up off screen. Will it make it up that high? Maybe. I wish I understood what the rest of these puzzle elements were supposed to be for. Well... okay. Well, okay. So what does that mean now? If I had something that would bounce it back... It's just getting ickier and ickier, and it takes it so long to actually bounce up into that place. Oh. That didn't do what I wanted it to. I want a solid barrier here that's going to stop the ball and bounce it back that way again. None of these things... like, it has to miss it when it goes through there initially, though. Play it slightly differently. I know I've solved this puzzle before, long ago. I have no idea how. Making that barricade of junk down here with the pin and the flashlight did vaguely bring back memories, so I think my previous solution did involve some of that. Okay, how about this? If I could just get it to roll into there, I'd be done. And I think this might be enough. Because even though it'll swing that back up, it'll bounce off and hopefully still have enough momentum to make it in there. That's the part I should be worrying about now, though. Going pretty fast. Where did it go? Maybe it'll just disappear. Ah, man! Alright, that got a little bit out of hand. I did finally manage to make this work, though. So I repositioned this a little bit to move that farther up. Changed this thing's position to up there. And turned this pipe around because it was just too hard to fit the soccer ball into that little hole just to get it to fall straight down. As long as it'll eventually funnel down here, this should work. So I think this is a full solution now. Looks like that's gonna work. Yeah, that thing was totally in there. How the heck are you supposed to do that? So you bypass the springboard completely, put all the junk off the left. So it does like that. Use those two to use the snips. Why? And then the blimp gets knocked around by it a little bit. Well, that was... so that pushes that down, which triggers that and does... oh, and that shoots it upward. Wow. Okay, well that's a better solution than mine. It still does rely on this slowing it down just enough, and the blimp stopping it from flying off this edge of the screen, so I don't know about that one. Make the pinball in the upper left corner fall off the bottom of the screen. Now this one I think I can do. This looks quick and simple. Because that's just... it's just a pipe routing sort of thing. I can do this. I'm going to do this. Okay, so... oh boy. Oh boy. How's that going to behave? The way I want. Okay. So that sort of thing's not a problem. However, here I need to do something a little different. Perhaps use this thing? How? Could I use this... maybe it could... okay, so if a pipe were oriented this way, it can't sit anywhere in there, really, except there. But I can do this. I can do that, and then that. I wonder if that's going to catch that edge there. Alright, so I can't quite do that like that. But I can change things around to make it work differently. Like move this down, maybe? down didn't work. Can I move this up? No. Alright, so that's not the best. What if I were to springboard here? Springboard's not the best thing. Can it work? Maybe. Alright, well, that... magically that kind of worked. Alright. I'll take it. And then that'll probably just fall in there. You can accelerate if you want to, but you don't have to yet. Because all I have to do is get you up here. Done. I think that's all I need. Because that should go everywhere it needs to go. Uh-huh, looks good. Okay. And the other solution was... kinda different, but kinda similar. Somehow I didn't think of using this elbow arrangement here. Alright, well that's actually a lot simpler. Okay, whew. So I didn't do a whole lot of puzzles today. Kinda got stuck on some that were pretty hard. Oh, this is the last medium puzzle. I have to do this. Let's hope it's a quick one. Okay, Aldrian pinball. Put the pinball into the wicker basket and activate the computer terminal. So pinball goes straight down. Clearly I need to... oh boy. Oh, I remember this. Oh, I remember this being incredibly fiddly. Because that has to go in there. It has to eventually hit the computer keyboard somehow. I should save this for another day, because this is just going to be a whole bunch of physics fiddling until it behaves itself. Because it has to get in there, touch the keyboard, and then get back out. And that's a bit nuts. Like, I'll mess with it a little bit just to show what it's going to be doing. But yeah, I just have to rely on pinball physics to get in and back out. Well, see, like a gentle approach like that, where it just slightly bounces right where it needs to go, is exactly the sort of thing I would need here. But the amount of force that thing uses is a little too much and keeps hitting that ceiling is the problem. And I'm probably supposed to use the flippers here for something, somehow. Yeah, this whole puzzle is just this. Adjusting that and hoping the physics work in my favor. Pretty much. Okay, well that hits the keyboard. It says T! So actually, maybe this won't be so bad. So, where does that not touch before it hits the keyboard? Right about here-ish? Maybe if I used a thing there, if it could hit it just right. Wow. My placement was actually correct. Just about perfect for getting back out of there. Except then if I start doing that, okay, so that's a narrow miss. It needs to just miss it. Then do that. Okay. Like, just change this angle the tiniest little bit, and it could totally work. Like, as soon as I'm out of here, I'm good, because there's no way it's going to fall back down there. It'll go in here, and then I need to do something else. Okay, well, there we go. Okay, maybe this isn't so bad. So then... alligator? Clearly an alligator needs to go someplace. Or maybe not. Maybe I can just do this. Skip the alligator entirely. Needs to go in the wicker basket, this one. That won't move it high enough, will it? Probably not. Okay, well I actually arrived at that solution much quicker than I thought I would. Okay, so that goes straight up and lands in the aquarium. Well, I mean, couldn't I just, like, put a barrier there? A simple barrier should solve the puzzle, won't it? I got lucky on that one. This could have been so much longer and more fiddly. Barrier seems like it works. Yay! Okay, didn't need the alligator. Solved all the medium puzzles. Time to head for the next level. No, it's not, actually. Do show me, though, how you would do this. Very similarly. Almost identically. Just this is up there instead. Oh, you don't even use the flippers. Okay, fair enough. I guess that was unnecessary. I just saw a bounce I could take advantage of. Really? You want to do that? Well, that's unnecessary. Okay, great. So medium puzzles, all done. Yay! Hard puzzles are next. First one looks like this. Things that go boom. That'll be fun. Oh, I remember this. Vaguely. Alright, I'll see you next time for hard puzzles.